I am the one whom you have chosen, and you have made a wise decision, says the Father today. You are not alone. There are others, people who have not yet chosen me, but are out there supporting you. I have a strong desire for them to return to me. Once upon a time, when you were with me in my heart before you were gloriously and wonderfully created upon the earth, they were there with you. Both you and your parents were with me before they were woven together in your mother's womb. You were with me before they existed. You will be able to feel that they are a part of your family because I have sent them to you when you allow my love to flow through you and reach them. This is your family because I made each and every one of you for my own personal pleasure, and I call each and every one of you back. The members of my family are also members of your family, so please show them some love. Please let them know that I have established a way for them to return to my heart and that thanks to the gift of my Son, I have made a route that is safe for them to follow. For the sake of my children, who are not yet paying attention to the voice of their father but are being misled by the father of lies, I ask that you stand in the empty space. I beg you to convey to them the goodwill and deep affection that I have for them. In the name of love, I beseech you to reveal the truth to them and to guide them to the path that leads back home. For today, the Father declares that you are a creation that is both scary and magnificent. You have been sent from my heart to experience life and breath as well as flesh and blood, and I am sending you with great fear and amazing wonder. You have been summoned with a plan that must be carried out and a destiny that must be accomplished. I am sending you with my blessing and my love so that you may grow in wisdom and stature and gain favor with me and with other people as you go over the planet. I am the source of all of you, but not all of you will come back to me. There are a great number of people who have been called back to me. In fact, my call is extended to each and every man, woman, and child, yet, only a small number of people choose to return to me by following the narrow road of selecting my Son, who is the only way to come home. It is my hope that each and every one of you will come back, that you will all become members of the family that I want for you to be a part of, and that you will be accepted as my adopted sons and daughters of destiny. The fact that you have chosen me is a result of my grace. In addition to being the God of free will, I am also the God of free choice. I bestow the choice-making ability upon each and every life. Loved one, you have chosen me because I was the one who initially picked you. Have sympathy for these lovely ones who have not yet chosen me, and allow the love that is in my heart to fill you with that compassion. Because you were once in the same position as those who have not yet chosen me, let your mouths be filled with prayers and love rather than cursing and condemnation for those who have not yet chosen me. I send my rain onto those who have chosen me as well as those who have not yet chosen me, and it is my good delight to love whomever I would love, says the Father. Those of you who have been sleeping, the Father says, wake up today. It would be inappropriate to close your eyes and nod your head at this moment. The small foxes do enjoy eating the fruit of the vine, and the tares are planted in deception among the wheat. Additionally, the walls of safety are breached while the ignorant are sleeping. Awaken and be on your guard. Pray and do not move. Be on the lookout, indeed. Awaken, for it is time for you to take pleasure in the sight of the sun rising and the dew that is there in the morning. The reason for this is that you are children of the light and you dwell in the light of day. Because your light has arrived and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you, now is the time to rejoice and celebrate. The darkness is a source of comfort for those who dwell in darkness, since it provides them with a blanket. As a result, those who slumber in ignorance should wake up, be vigilant, and put on the armor of protection, since you are not meant for what they are destined for. The darkness is for masking the deeds of evil or for those who sleep in ignorance. Be vigilant and pray. On the other hand, you are not children of wrath, but rather children of light. My wrath is reserved for those who take pleasure in the darkness. Get up and be on the lookout. In the light of day, live your life. The Anointed One will shine His light into you if you awaken from your sleep and allow Him to do so. Wake up, sleepyhead, and tell me how long you plan to stay there. All those who are awakened from their sleep will rejoice in the hour of my vast light coming onto the earth, says the Father. Wisdom is speaking forth at the rising of the sun, and all those who are awakened from their sleep will rejoice. Today, the Father has spoken to you, saying, I have commissioned you as my envoy and invite you to join the ranks of my fleet to command the host and partner with heaven in this hour of destiny, says the Lord. I am the Lord Sabaoth, the commander of the host of heaven, and I have given you the responsibility of commanding any army that I have assembled. Because you are my battle axe and my weapon of war, I have placed you in the position of a sentry at the gates. There are many who are called to serve me in combat, but only a few willingly enlist. The only people who will lead the way in the fight against the powers of darkness are the enlisted and commissioned officers in my army. There are no draftees in my army. As a result, I have granted you the authority to compel the adversary of your soul to be accompanied by my host and to be brought before the tribunal courts of heaven for the purpose of being brought to justice. Through my authority and teaching, you will be able to order the host of heaven to bring down all of the strongholds and destroy the works of darkness. You are going to be my partner in this hour, and you are going to battle by my side through the instructions and decrees that you speak in order to guide the righteous away from the roads that lead to victory. According to the Father, you are no longer defeated, and thus you should march forth as conquering kings with the King of Kings. Today, the Father says that there is not only a proper season for the fulfillment of my promises in your life and on the planet, but there is also a due season that comes for the plans and deceptions of the adversary. This is the point at which I say, I have had enough, I will not go any further. I will not change or alter the things that have been spoken from my lips, so I will not change my word. I always follow through with what I state I will accomplish. As the God of the second chance, I am waiting for my people to come closer to me because I have a strong desire to come closer to you. I am the God of the second chance. However, there will come a moment when the door will be closed and the time will have passed. Therefore, you should spend your life prepared for anything may come your way. Now is the moment that is acceptable. Now is the day that salvation will come. You are able to move forward with self-assurance because you have faith in it. When you venture out into the world and take a chance, I will be there to assist you and catch you if you make a mistake in your actions. As you just get up and go at this hour, you are being directed and mobilized by those who are in charge of you. You are aware of a great number of people who are currently in the process of making a decision. Live your life in such a way that you are always prepared to respond to anyone who inquires about the hope that you keep within you. All eyes are on you, observing not just how fortunate you are, but also, and perhaps more importantly, how you deal with challenges. The righteous suffer from a variety of afflictions, yet I deliver them from each and every one of them. There are many openings that lead to opportunity, but there are also many obstacles. You will be able to navigate any method that may be used against you with the assistance of your self-assured trust. You should not be afraid to speak about me when you are given opportunities to do so, because, despite the fact that the world does not comprehend, they are watching and listening anyway. You can have faith that I will be able to provide for your needs. When you open your mouth, I will fill it, and you will be completely prepared with the appropriate words to say in any circumstance. I am increasing your capacity to receive, and as you stretch your faith to believe for more, I intend to pour out even more than you have already received by the time you reach this point. When I said, "Come to me all who labor and are heavy laden and overburdened, and I will cause you to rest," the Father says today, I truly meant it. I will cause you to rest via my presence. It is my intention to calm, soothe, and revitalize your spirit. You will find peace, ease, quiet, refreshment, and enjoyment for your soul if you take my yoke upon you and learn about me. I am meek and humble in heart, and I will teach you about me. My yoke is not harsh, hard, sharp, or pressing. Rather, it is comforting, gracious, and pleasant, and my burden is light and easy to bear. This is because my yoke is easy, useful, and good. You were not designed to walk about carrying big loads. You are destined to be the solution to the problems that beset other people. There is no hope in the world for those who are not familiar with me. You do know me, and you do have me in your life, but they do not have someone to assist them in carrying the responsibilities that they are carrying. There have been many storms that I have walked through with you, and now you have a witness. You have the ability to tell them and force them to come and encounter me. On the path of decision, there are many people who are struggling. You should be the light that guides them back home. A large number of people are phoned, yet only a select few are selected. Are you one among those who will leave? Are you willing to be the light in the darkness that shines the light of my wonderful gospel into their lives that they have been living in? Are you going to be the ray of hope that they have been pleading for? You are absolutely correct. They are in need of me, but they are going to wait for you to inform them. Because I need you to inform them. I am present in you to will and to act in accordance with my happiest desires. My heart's desire is for everyone to have the opportunity to comprehend the truth, which can only be discovered in my Son, Jesus. This would bring me great joy. There is no such thing as a fairy tale or a good narrative to tell before going to bed, since his life has changed the course of human history forever. He is real. He is alive. Your life was turned upside down by his actions. When you take a brave step forward and allow my Holy Spirit to reveal the mysteries of the kingdom, your life will be transformed, and the people who are inside your area of influence will be one of the beneficiaries. When you tell them, they will listen, and my word will not return void. Rather, it will achieve what I want it to do, and it will be successful in the place where it is sent. In spite of the fact that it seems like an eternity to you, in the grand perspective of things, it hasn't been that long at all. It is true that you have done everything in your power to stand, and you are standing on my word, which does not return void or without effect. When combined with your faith, your words, and your actions, my word has the power to manifest itself in your life and bring about the things you desire. The way in which you handle these three will have an effect on the outcome as well as the time, but there is a time and a place for everything under the clouds. Every season has its own due date. At this moment in time, what kind of harvest are you experiencing in your life? Which type of harvest are you hoping to obtain? Be sure to check on the seed that you are planting. There are some seeds that you want to blossom and grow, and you provide fertilizer to them so that they can grow. Some seeds require a crop failure in order to be able to till the area and plant seeds that are of high quality. You have been given the power and authority to watch over your own field and what is planted in the soil of your heart, just as a farmer takes the necessary steps to ensure a plentiful harvest because you have been given the same power and authority. You are going to wake up one day very soon, and all of a sudden, things are going to happen differently. What appeared to be an infinite amount of time spent waiting in line at the checkout counter, your breakthroughs will come to you one after the other, occurring one after the other, blessing following blessing until it is overflowing. Are you convinced that I will carry out that task for you? You do believe that I am capable, don't you? Therefore, you can have faith that I am willing. When it comes to bestowing blessings upon you, I am willing to participate. Your character is being developed in order to be prepared to handle the extent of the blessing that I am going to bestow upon you. However, that does not mean that things are happening at random. In order to guarantee your success, just like in any other enterprise, you will need the proper resources, time, and abilities, and they will be provided automatically. The same is true for you. While you are in the waiting stages, these are being constructed within you in preparation for the fact that your sincere expectation and your hope will eventually bear fruit. Only make sure that you do not become weary in your well-doing, since in due time you will be rewarded if you do not give up and pass out. A fact that you can be certain of. He says that it is magnificent and astounding to watch the manner that an eagle flies through the air and the swiftness of flight that he possesses when he sees his prey from a great distance away. I have endowed him with brilliant eyesight and the power to soar into the light since I have created him. Even though he is flying at a great height above the ground and the sea, he will still be able to spot a small fish or a serpent and then swoop down to capture it so that he can feed his young. The nest is agitated, and he assumes a protective attitude over his young, spreading his wings over them as he hovers with his wings wide. Eagles are able to see things from a very high vantage point, which is also referred to as the eagle-eye view. The capacity to see his prey is something that I have given him as a result of my creation, and I have also given him the ability to hunt successfully. Please allow me to provide you with a bird's-eye view of the spirit. You will be able to see things from my elevated vantage point and observe the enemy's approach from a considerable distance away. You will come to realize that you are no longer the one who is being hunted, but rather the one who is the proud hunter. At the same time as you will be a hunter of the souls of men that you will rescue from the grasp of the adversary, you will also be a hunter of the souls of men that you will trample over with talons as keen as an eagle. You will see them through the eyes of love that I have for them, and with the intention of freeing them from the snare that the adversary has set for them. What the Father says is that I will also be for you like the wings of a big eagle, which will be given to you so that you might fly into a place of sanctuary. During this day, the Father asks, have you been to the hidden location in recent times? You have been told that this location is a safe haven and a place of refuge. Did you know that it is also a place where you can discover the secrets of remaining in my shadow and receive revelations of the truth? I invite you to enter the hidden place of the Most High, into my refuge and tent of learning which I have prepared for you. There is also a flight school of the Spirit that I have, and I will teach you how to fly with eagles. All of you who have placed your trust in me will be able to ascend on the wings of eagles, and you will have your strength restored. Take a look at the magnificent eagle and learn from it. Take note of the manner in which the eagle ascends in order to locate the wind current that will enable him to glide smoothly across the heavens. In order to climb high above everything and soar with ease, the eagle does not flee from the heat and pressure of existence. Rather, it seeks out and enters the columns of thermal updrafts in order to do so. In the event that the eagle comes across the mountain ridge and the obstructions that are rising in his way, he does not attempt to avoid them but rather makes use of the updrafts that are created when the air currents are redirected upwards. This allows him to soar beside and over these structures without exerting any effort. When I say that you will rise up with the wings of eagles, I am demonstrating to you how you will use even the heat that you feel and the barriers that you come across to rise up and soar. The Father adds, I will reveal to you how to proceed from a place of effortless rest in order to navigate the challenges that you are currently facing. You are being asked by the Father, do you love me? You will act in obedience to me if you love me. To obey me is a power that I have bestowed upon you. The power of love is released inside you, and the grace that strengthens you to follow my plan is given to you and your family. Have you faith in me? If you have faith in me, you will pay attention to who I am directing you and listen to what I have to say. Pay attention to what I have to say to you at this hour, and I will equip you with the ability and the willingness to comply with my demands. The many gifts that come with obedience will be bestowed upon those individuals who are familiar with my word and who have placed their faith in me by means of a surrendered act of their will. I am bestowing upon those who are obedient to me all the advantages that heaven has to offer to those who are willing to submit themselves to my message and put it into practice. At this same moment, these are going to play the most important functions in my purposes. The number of days and the duration of life will be known to these. These are the individuals who will be able to stand before me in awe and reverence, and there will be no evidence of wrongdoing present on their lips. These are the individuals who have obtained the knowledge that compliance is superior to sacrifice and who walk in serenity and uprightness every day. According to the Father, they are the individuals who will bring my wisdom to the earth, that they will attract the attention of heaven, and that they will turn many people away from sin. Today, the Father asks, are you experiencing feelings of weakness? Let everyone who is experiencing feelings of weakness declare, I am strong. Are the weights that you are carrying causing you to feel weak? Hand them over to me. It is not a burden for me. Do you feel like your strength has decreased today? By receiving my joy, which will fortify you, you will be able to rise up with the wings of an eagle. Do you want to feel exhausted? Wait upon me, declares the Lord, because I will restore your strength. I am the Lord God, the one who will never end, and the one who created you. There is no possibility that I will ever become exhausted or worn out. If you only wait upon me, I will provide you with both refreshment and endurance. During this time of exhaustion, I am your revitalizing force, your desire, and I am bringing about a fresh beginning in your life. When it comes to the devastated and broken-hearted, I am close by. I invite everyone who is feeling lonely and fatigued, including those who have lost all of their strength, to come to me so that they can be filled with my rest. Both your physical body and your soul require rest in order to function properly. In my presence, you will discover a place of peace and tranquility for your soul. Please do not be scared, I am here with you. Hear me, my dear. Rest assured that I am your God, and that I will fortify you and assist you. Do not be discouraged. The Father adds, I have not forgotten all the times that you have brought refreshment to others, and now it is time for you to be refreshed. All of these occasions have been remembered by me. Today, the Father tells us that the moment has come for us to take action and engage in the activities that I have asked you to do. Before taking action, you do not require every single detail. Regardless matter the circumstances, faith is a powerful force. Both unbelief and doubt are able to find reasons to justify their actions. It is not necessary for you to have these two crooks in your life. Doubt and unbelief have no place in your existence. By concentrating on, believing in, and speaking my word, you are demonstrating resistance to the onslaught that is taking place in your internal thinking. As a result, doubt and unbelief are pushed to the sidelines. On account of the fact that you have selected the positive aspect, your faith will then expand by leaps and bounds. I continually keep a watchful eye on my word in order to bring it into effect in your life. At each and every opportunity, the question, how can I bless you, is asked. When someone does not believe they are deserving of being blessed or does not want to be blessed, it is extremely challenging to bestow blessings upon them. In order to secure your liberty, my Son, Jesus, made the greatest sacrifice. You are able to rely on it. I wish to collect you to myself in the same way that a hen gathers her young under her wings, yet so many people choose not to go through with it. The only thing I ask of you is that you come to me in your current state and that you have faith in both what I have accomplished on the cross through my Son, Jesus, and what I have done for you. I am here for you and with you to treat you with kindness throughout your entire life. In your life, this provides you with a great sense of purpose and calm. Because I am affected by the circumstances you are going through, I am able to assist you and see you through them. In spite of the fact that it is being tested in the fire, your faith, which is significantly more valuable than gold, is being refined right now. Dross and other impurities will rise to the surface of the gold when the fire is heated to a higher temperature until the gold is completely pure. In a similar manner, the tests that you are put through, despite the fact that your adversaries believe they have the ability to destroy you, are instead strengthening your faith to the point where doubt and disbelief will no longer be able to influence you. Celebrate, for this is a day of joy and delight for my people, but it is a time of dread and grief for those who choose to walk contrary to the methods that make for peace and harmony. The Father says this today, and all those who choose to do so should celebrate. In the process of the wheat and tares growing together, the separating line becomes easily discernible. There is a purpose behind the stark contrasts, and it is not to make you feel as though you are in danger. Regardless of the circumstances that may be present, it is still possible to establish trust that is based on confidence. You can determine who is on my side and who is against me by looking at this. There is nothing fresh that can be found under the sun. Oh, certainly, the technology and the incredible achievements of mankind that have taken you to this level of improvements in many sectors through divine wisdom and insight may appear to be new, but keep in mind that I am the one who created everything. I am not unfamiliar with any of this, nor is it beyond my comprehension. It makes no difference how advanced you believe your artificial intelligence to be. It will never be able to compete with my overall knowledge. Regardless of how long my word has been around, according to contemporary thinking, he is still alive and possesses great power. Jesus is the Word made flesh, and he has not yet been revealed to the world so that everyone can see to themselves how alive he is. As you look beyond your current situation, regardless of how awful it may appear, you should be aware that this is not your permanent place. You are currently traveling through the valley of the shadow of death, which is a place where you are not to be afraid of anything bad. In the presence of your adversaries, who will witness your cup overflowing, I will set a table for you and comfort you with my rod and staff. I will also prepare a table for you. You are my most valued treasures and, in many instances, my most hidden weapons, which are soon to be unleashed upon this world and will rock the very foundations of every sphere and mountain of civilization. You are my precious ones. Undoubtedly, you are experiencing some shaking. However, this trembling will not be comparable to the earthquake that will take place when my glory is on full display for everyone to witness. What are their thoughts on it? To begin, because of you. Are you in a position to believe it? Would it even be possible for you to conceive of the possibility of walking in the same level of glory as the disciples or even Jesus? Set your mind on the idea of allowing yourself to be open to this concept. Do not be afraid to stretch your trust, since you are able to receive even in this very now, as far as you are able to believe.